Just Sawdust workshop for the second part of the dining table with the round legs. The legs are all square and cut at 75 centimeters, and 2 holes in the middle so I can clamp it in between the copy grinder or whatever you may call it. I made sure that the board here, where everything's running in, is compared with the copy grinder to the 0 point in the middle, to explain it, in the middle of the lathe kind of thing. So these are 9 by 9, so that means that I have to make the template 4.5 centimeters to get to the middle, and then of course see whatever I want to make of it. So I'm just gonna cut this stuff to 75 centimeters long and 4.5 centimeters wide, and then we're going to try to shape this template for whatever leg we want to have. So let's do that first. filing and some sanding. Yeah, I guess this is a nice leg. But That's just the first, and there's another 3 to make. I found out that I have to flip them around and put the square side on this side, otherwise I don't get there with my angle grinder up until here in this corner. But then I can't do the last 5 centimeters of this side, so I just put them in first like this, do that little piece, then flip them around, flip the template around, and then do the rest. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this result. So, it's been a few days later, a haircut later. The legs are all done and they turned out really nice. Bit of hand sanding to do, but for the rest they're fine. And I'm now trying to make the 3 boards that are going to be the top of the table. They don't have to be really smooth on top. I got a picture of how it should look like, so that's a bit of a rough boards on a table. But still, to connect them, they have to be straight on one side. I mean, it's very hard to make the sliding dovetails in it when the boards aren't really straight. So I am going to try to put these to a planer. And these are 30 centimeters. And my planer can do 33, so should be no problem. But I don't have a jointer, and when I look at it, it's not completely straight. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see what happens when I at least plane a little bit off to make at least one side smooth. We'll see. So you gotta be creative when you don't have a jointer. So I did have some truss rod which is straight, and I just mounted it under there, filled up the little gaps, got it through the plane. I got a flat board. I tried to do it with hand plane or whatever. No, this is absolutely the best way. The only downside is that I had to put 2 screws in here just to keep it on here, so we'll sort those little holes out later. So this truss rod works, and I'm thinking I've got 2 of those. I could make an actual sled out of this. If I find myself some good plywood or something that is, or MDF, and make this into a sled. So it's got wooden runners on the back, on the lower end, and then a plate on the back where I can clamp things in. This could be a 2-meter long sled. Well, that's it for this video. The boards are straight. I've laid out where everything needs to go. I already found out that I have to shorten these ones a bit because I'm a bit too wide, and I'm thinking about the height. I've now got 11 centimeters or 10.5, but I've measured the wrong kitchen table, and it's about 8 centimeters. So I think I'll rip off another 2 centimeters from this, so you won't hit your knees underneath the table against it. At a table that's 75 high, I think about 8 centimeters is the right measurement. So, and then it is time to clamp these boards together and router out the sliding dovetails. And then in the end I want to get this board and make a groove in here so I can use little blocks of wood to screw this one down to the table, because of course they have to be a little bit flexible when the wood expands or attracts, so there needs to be some flexibility. And then of course trying to groove these dovetails in the legs, because the legs later are going over the dovetails, over the sliding dovetails, and then have a little bracket with a bolt that will squeeze them inwards to the table. Then everything will be really sturdy and you can take them off for transport. So for now I would say do some woodworking. It's a nice way to spend your time. Do some recycling. It's an even better way to spend your time, and I'll see you all in the next video. Até logo.